for lunch, Alice? How's your shopping coming along?
Oh, fine, Sue. Every year when I start my Christmas shopping, I think about a particular Christmas we had when we were younger. Do you remember the year your mother did our Christmas pageant? How she ever got it there with Dr. Herdman was amazing.
Oh, I remember. The Herdmans were absolutely the worst kids in the history of the world. They lied and stole and smoked cigars, even the girls, and talked dirty and hit little kids and cussed their teachers and took the name of the Lord in vain. They were just so all around over, you could hardly believe they were real. Ralph, Jean, Leroy, Claude, Ollie, and Gladys. Six skinny, stringy-haired kids, all alike except for being different sizes and having different black and blue places where they had hit each other.
Do you remember that place where they lived? They lived over a garage at the bottom of Squirrel Hill.
Oh, yeah. Nobody used that garage anymore, but the Herdmans used to bang the door up and down just as fast as they could, trying to squash each other. That was their idea of a game.
I remember. Where other people had grass in the front yard, the Herdmans had rocks. And where other people had hydrangea bushes, the Herdmans had poison ivy.
The amazing part was the Herdmans weren't usually involved in any kind of church activity, but somehow that year they managed to get all the main parts of the Christmas pageant.
Alice, don't you want to try out for Mary?
nobody wanted to see what the Hursons would do. When Mother said, "Oh, here's the Hurson family. We're so glad to see you all," that was probably the biggest lie I ever said out loud in church.
Angel, you'll go here, over here, and Shepherd, you'll go back there, and just at the end, you can go over there.
Who were the shepherds? Where did they come from? What was the inn? What's the inn? It's like a motel. People go to spend the night. What people? People?
Jesus must be before him. Mary Joseph is there.
Why?
I was really scared because the beginning was going to be the book of Genesis, and if we were going to start there, we would never get through. The thing was, the Hursons didn't know anything about the Christmas story.
I know. I couldn't believe it, but I realized that the Sunday before when they were in church, while I'm a team of snitching money in the collection plate, Gladys and Ollie drew mustaches and tails on the disciples in the primary grade Bible.
Well, Mother saw that story by reading the Christmas story to them.
Joseph and Mary is the spouse wife, being great child.
Pregnant?
Well, I don't think it's very nice to talk about Mary being pregnant. She was pregnant, even though that term sounds a little ordinary to Mary. Well, I'm not supposed to be talking about people being pregnant. I better tell my mother. Tell her what? That your mother is talking about such things. She might not want me to be here. Well, I'm moving if you're going to talk like that. Oh, shut up. Come on, now. We're here. There was no room at the inn for Mary and Joseph. My God! Not even for Jesus? Well, now, after all, nobody knew this baby was going to be Jesus.
You said Mary knew. Why didn't she tell?
I would have told him. Boy, would I have told him. What was the matter with Joseph? Now, he didn't tell her pregnant and everything.
That means that's like a bed. Now, why would they have a bed in the barn?
Well, that's just the point, Leroy. I didn't have a bed in the barn. So Mary what would you do if you had a new baby? And no bed for the baby. We put glasses in the first drawer. Well, there you are. Didn't have bed for Gladys, so you had to use something else.
Oh, we had a bed. Only Ollie was still in it. He wouldn't get out. He didn't like Gladys. Remember how you didn't like Gladys?
I think it's pretty smart of Ollie not to like Gladys right off the bat. Anyway, Mary and Joseph used the manger as a bed for Jesus. A manger is a large wooden feeding trough for animals.
What were the water duck clothes?
The what cloth?
You read about it. She wrapped him up in water duck clothes.
Swaddling clothes. Long ago, people used to wrap their babies up very tightly in big pieces of material so that they couldn't move around. It made babies feel cozy and comfortable. You mean they tied them up and threw me in the feed box? Where was child welfare? And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and Shazam! What? Dead black night. Horrible vision. Not anymore, I don't know what you're talking about, Gladys. This is the angel of the Lord who comes to the shepherds in the field. And out of nowhere, right? In the black night, right? Well,
in a way.
Damn. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying,
That should be right, Clyde, Molly. Better pay attention. What does it mean, wise? Are they like school teachers? No, dumbbell. We need like the president of the United States.
well, actually, that's very close to us. But really, they were well, it's about time. They took it in their where to get off. Get the lady out of the barn.
They saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him and presented unto him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
What's that stuff?
Precious oils and fragrant roses.
What kind of cheesecake is that all for precious?
Well,
King here sitting on King Herod sent the
wise men to find baby Jesus.
Was it him that's in those crummy bread?
Oh no, Ollie, it was much worse than that. He planned to have a baby Jesus, but death.
My God! He just got born and already they're out to kill him.
He must have been making king. He made the other king. He wanted them to do. Well, if I wouldn't let some of the king push me around. You couldn't help it, dear main king. Well, I'd go be king somewhere else. Who's going to be here in this place?
Oh, we don't show Herod our passively royal. The husbands were really interested in Herod, and I figured they liked him. He was so mean he could have been their ancestor, Herod Hardman. They all got mad, though, when they found out that Herod wasn't going to be in the play. They wanted somebody to be Herod so they could beat up on him. I just couldn't understand the Hardmans.
Me either. You'd have thought the Christmas story came right out of the FBI files. They got so involved in it. Wanted to bloody into Herod. And worried about Mary having her baby in the barn. And called the wise men a bunch of dirty spies.
Yes, and then they left the first two Hardsville arguing about whether or not Joseph should have set fire to the inn, or just take the innkeeper into the next county.
Then at the next rehearsal, your mother started again to separate everyone into angels and shepherds and guests at the end. But she didn't get very far.
Remember how the Hardmans wanted to rewrite the whole passage and hang Harry before it finished? They couldn't stand it that he died in bed of old age.
It wasn't just Jesus he was after. He killed all kinds of people. Yeah, he even killed his own wife.
Does he have to come?
Well, he died, didn't he?
He probably died a horrible death.
Well, what did he die of?
I don't know. Blue, I guess.
The Hardmans were so mad about Herod that I thought they might quit the play right then. But they didn't. Not then or ever. And for those people who kept hoping that the Hardmans would get bored and go home, they were out of luck too. They showed up at all the rehearsals, right on time, and did just what they were supposed to do.
You know, since none of the Hardmans had ever gone to church or Sunday school or read the Bible or anything, they didn't know how things were supposed to be. Jean didn't understand that marriage was supposed to be very kind and compassionate. She was always ordering Joseph and the wise men to stay away from the baby. I got the feeling that these wise men were going to hustle back to Herod as fast as they could and squeal on the baby out of pure meanness. They probably thought about it too.
What if we didn't go back and old Herod would find out where the baby Jesus is? What if we went straight to Herod and told on the baby where he wasn't? He would murder Jesus. Old Herod would murder him.
I don't think it's very nice to talk about the baby Jesus being murdered. Things had really gotten bad at that time. Mother had no baby dispute, and you couldn't very well have the best Christmas pageant history with the two characters.
Oh, your mother had plenty of babies offered in the beginning. All the way from Eugene Sloper, who was so new he was still red, up to Junior Clarell, who was almost 4. His mother said he was burnt up. But when all the mothers found out about the Hardmans, they withdrew the baby.
I remember Mother had called everyone she knew trying to scratch that baby. But the closest thing she came to was Miss Whitesboro. She kept foster babies all the time. Bernice told Mother she had a baby she could use, but there was one small problem. He was Chinese. Mother said that was all right, but the baby was adopted 2 weeks before it happened. Sing around the rosy, rocking on the rosy, children! Children, please calm down. Please, sit down. Please, children, we've got to talk about getting babies for this happening. Please. Oh, just baby. And how will you manage that, Auntie? Oh, still one. There's always 2 or 3 baby carriers outside Safeway. Oh, Auntie, don't be ridiculous. You can't just walk off with somebody's baby. Well, we just won't worry about a baby. We can use a nose. Good. Dogs so fast. The last rehearsal happened to be tonight before the potluck supper.
Yes, everyone arrived. The kitchen was full of ladies in aprons, counting out dishes and silverware and making applesauce cake for dessert.
I hope you will run into rehearsal. Oh, you won't? You won't even know we're here. We won't be in the kitchen. Now, children, this is going to be a dress rehearsal. The main point of the dress rehearsal isn't the costume, but it's to get straight through and slaved out. Stop it. Now, I'm going to sit back to church and be the audience, okay? Hold it. Stop. Now, I'm a Jean. You know Mary does not wear earrings. I have to wear these. And why is that? I just got my ears pierced, and if I don't keep something in them, they'll grow together. I will not grow together in an hour and a half. Well, I better leave something in them. Well, what did the doctor say about leaving something in them? What doctor? Well, the doctor who pierced your ears. What doctor? Gladys person with an ice pick.
What angel told Mary to name the baby Jesus? Was that Gladys?
No. Gladys is the angel that comes to the shepherds in the fields with the news. Yeah, but do you tell us for? On the plane. Not putting on me. I just had a baby. No. That just means that Jesus belongs to everybody and to all of us as Thomas born. Now, let's start again. And why did Mary pick name wrong, baby? What did I do? Just walk up and say, name him Jesus? Yes, I'm Jesus. have heard on high. 1, 2, 3. naturally. Like birthing the baby, for instance.
Yes, just making a ham and make a better present than a lot of turkey and bull.
Usually, by the time they got to Silent Night, which is the last carol sung, I was fed up with the whole thing and couldn't wait for it to be over. But I didn't feel that way that time. I almost wished for the pageant to go on with the Herdmans in charge, just to see what else they would do that was different.
I happened to look at Honesty, and I almost felt my hand behind a baby angel. Everyone had been waiting all this time for the Herdmans to do something unexpected. And sure enough, that's what happened.
And was it? Ernestine Herdman was crying. In the candlelight, her face was all shining with tears, and she didn't even bother to wipe them away. She just sat there, awful old Ernestine, in her rickety veil, crying and crying and crying.
You know, that was the best Christmas pageant we ever had.
On the way to our program this morning, we happened to run into a big tall man in red clothes. He told us that he had a list of our seniors. These are the things that our seniors want for Christmas. Daryl Ackerman wants his diploma. Skip Acker wants a new truck. Lydia Autry wants a 1984 Mustang convertible. Linda Ballard wants Marilyn Taylor to take her with them when they leave for college. Sandy Bean wants a Cabbage Patch doll. Kayla Bowling and Marilee Dumas wish that they could take all the seniors with them when they leave for college. Christy Brooksher wants a lifetime guarantee on her own house full of clay. Wilma Caswell wants her boyfriend to be here with her. And Marilee Dumas also wants for Santa to bring her Mercedes 450 SL. She wants it to be brown with a tan soft top.
Here it is. You got it.
Leslie Cole wants a real-life purple unicorn, and everyone should have a Merry Christmas. Danette Chris wants 1 hour with Hank Williams Jr. Cynthia Cunningham, Donna Shares, and Laurie Lovejoy want to win district. Steve Dobson wants his leather jacket after 3 years. I waited for it. Steve Eddings wants a transmission that walks her out. And Darla Fletcher wants her own publishing company so that she may publish The Oak cheaper. Shelley Fulmer wants to pass Mrs. Wilson's government class. Susan Gardner wants more money and most of all to just have a happy family. Gina Garvin wants a handy-dam store in Wilson, Oklahoma. Mike Rivette wants to get a diploma and graduate. Rhonda Green wants her own quiet ride to carry around in her back pocket. David Henry wants a Lamborghini. Donna Higgins wants the Dallas Cowboys and a Chip and Dale calendar. Chris Chapman wants 3 wishes. Randy Jack wants a luxurious mansion in Beverly Hills. David Johnson wants a good year. David Johnston wants to be in TR's English 3 class again. Karen Kinslaughter wants a stereo for her car. Phyllis White wants to give Trout the option. Casey McCorkle wants a foot. More in height, that is. Rich Morgan wants a state championship. And Raphael wants a Learjet.
Keine Phil. Yes, I see some.
Sims wants the ability to write our government notes in shorthand so that Dennis Sanders can't read them. Oral Smith wants a new little red Corvette. Ian Sullivan wants to graduate as soon as possible. Kevin Muller wants a roll of Copenhagen. Klein Tischler wants a bartender's license. Texas Me wants a certain blue 4x4 truck with a certain someone from Lindsay in it. Sonny Colson wants a new Mama. The secondary government class has their own special room, and they wish to use his wish pick. Save it in there.
Diana Rich wants a walrus named Wallace. Jody Price wants a wedding date moved from June 16th to January 16th. Terry Winslow wants her own spa. Sherry Russell wants her own photographer. And Janice Ragsdale wants her own Texoma care with Dr. Little in it. Michelle Nichols wants to go to state regional in tennis. And Karen Pinkston wants her own ribbon so that she can have her own bow.
Mark Wilkins wants a 928S light Porsche. Greg White wants a greenhouse. Lisa Winters wants back speakers for a car. Lisa Guerrero wants $1 million, a chauffeur limousine, and a helicopter to fly her from country to country. Sarah Watson wants more chrome for his pickup. May Hayes wants a good-looking male genie in his bottle who will willingly serve her for the rest of her life. Wants a pair of unbreakable drumsticks since he broke so many in marching season, and a trip to Austin for the state solo and ensemble contest. This year, Santa also went to include the high school teachers with his list for the seniors. Miss Allen wants an invisible body so that she can walk down the hall and see exactly what her daughter Laurie is doing. Miss Starstruck wants a nice writing. Mrs. Bakers wants a new carpet for the library. Coach Barker wants a snooze alarm for Sean Kirby and Businessman. Mr. Ortino wants an electric train set. Mrs. Cannon wants a rocking chair for her office. Mr. Capehart wants a pair of brown socks. Plane ticket from North Carolina to Dallas for 4 people. Miss Dennis wants a microwave. P.R. Ellis wanted the play to go well and some WD-40 for her door of her classroom. Mrs. Flowers wants a vacation. Mrs. Freeman wants an EMG that's faster than her son. And Coach Graham wants a blonde about 5'10", about 120 pounds, between the ages of 25 and 28 years old. Mr. Hayes wants to walk with Crystal Gale. Mrs. Hayes wants a new folding chair and a mouth muffler for Mary Laird. Mrs. Kim's father wants a 4-day week, a 5-hour day, a 30-minute class, and students who can handle it. Coach Knowles wants a new rifle. Mrs. Langer would like for everyone to have a healthy and happy life and wants all of her family to be at her house for Christmas dinner. Miss Lively wants any car newer than a 1972 Delta 88. Miss McMillan wants an extra week off and money for a trip. Miss Raven wants a month's vacation. Mr. Russell wants good health and a lot of money with a lot of happiness thrown in, and he also wants a new pickup. Mr. Trout wants a hot shot to wake up all his students during his class. Mr. Spooner wants more kisses from Mrs. McMillan. Candy kisses, that is. Mr. Tabor wants another year as prosperous as this one and a guarantee of 40 more years to come. Mr. Watson wants more tomorrows. Miss Westford wants a winning basketball season. And Mrs. Wilson wants industrious students who have the desire and initiative to learn. In other words, a bunch of kids who will listen. Made by the seniors to the teachers for our appreciations from them. As I call your name, please come forward. Mrs. Allen. Mr. Archer. Billy Ball. Mrs. Favors. Coach Barker. Mr. Capehart.
Yeah, go for
Mrs. Combat.
James Bond.
Mrs. Ellis. Flowers. Miss Freeman. Coach Graham. Kim's father, Coach Noel, Ms. Lander, Ms. Lively, Mrs. McMillan, Ms. Rayleigh, Mr. Russell,
Piggy.
Coach Stroud, Mrs. Sluter, Mr. Tabor, Mr. Watson, Coach Whitesboro, Ms. Wilson, and Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown, who's that?
If you're here and you're a teacher and you didn't hear me call your name, please come up. Sometimes you might not have heard me.
Mr. Patino and Miss Freeman to come up here, please. Here, where, please? I don't know anything about this, but they're getting a surprise today because they've been the best class sponsors that a class could ever have. This is for the whole senior class.
This is one of the best senior classes I've ever had the privilege of. Well, remember freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, we're not here yet. Seriously, I also have a special presentation to make at this time. Please. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to present two gifts to two very special people. I don't know if you all realize just how much hard work goes into the job that these two people do. They nag us sometimes. They keep us out of trouble. They're very helpful. I appreciate them. The other members of the faculty appreciate them also. Will Mr. Brown and Mrs. McMillan please come forward? Now I'd like to present to you a reading about what Christmas is all about, and a little extra too. A Christmas Alphabet by Marion Conger. A is for angel appearing on high, proclaiming glad news from a clear midnight sky. B is Balthazar, black king from afar, who journeyed to Bethlehem, led by a star, bearing gifts to the child born that first Christmas day, and laid in a cradle on cushions of hay. D for the dolls of which little girls dream. E for eggnog with nutmeg and cream. F for fir tree made festive and bright by candles the family has gathered to light. By silvery garlands and gewgaws of gold, and all that is fragrant green, fresh and whole, of gingerbread babies and cranberry streams, and other most gorgeously glittering things. H is for holly wreaths decked in the halls, and hemlock boughs hung on living room walls. I is for ice skaters racing together on indigo ponds in icicle weather. J is the jewel-colored jellies and jams, served with turkeys and geese and with cloves set in ham. K is crisp crinkles whose cheeks are like cherries, and the magical knapsack of khaki he carries, full of kites and kaleidoscopes, kerchiefs with kittens, and stuffed kangaroos and gay knitted mittens. L is for logs that are laid on the hearth to burn when the winter sweeps out of the north. M is for misty-eyed maidens and misses who stand beneath the mistletoe waiting for kisses. N is for nuts with a nutcracker handy. O is for oranges and oodles of candy. P is one water with hard sauce on top and pies made of pumpkin and popcorn pop. Q is a warm patchwork quilt on a bed. R is for ribbons of raspberry bread. S is for sleighs and for sleds and skis, skimming over the snow with the grace of ease. T is for tops and for all of the toys, like trumpets and tom-toms that make a fine noise. U is a useful, uninteresting box of umbrellas and underwear and mufflers and socks. V is a vigorous reindeer named Vixen, who, with Dancer and Prancer and Donder and Blitzen, flies around the world like the down of a thistle when St. Nick cracks his whip and gives them a whistle. X is for Xmas cards come by the dozens from aunts and from uncles, from friends and from cousins. Y is a Yule candle lighted each year, and the yawning of youngsters as bedtime draws near. Z is a zebra with shoe-button eyes, peeking out of a stocking and having happy surprise, and looking as if he could, he would say, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good day.
We'd like y'all to join in and sing with us these few Christmas carols.
I'd like to make two announcements. First, the varsity boys play at 4 o'clock and girls play at 6. Following the varsity girls game, there will be a dance at the community center starting at 9 o'clock. On behalf of all the seniors, we'd like to thank you for your presence and attention here. We hope that you've enjoyed yourself and that we may have presented something that might be meaningful in the future. Our wish to you is that during this special season is that you will feel a closeness to your fellow man, that you will seek and desire peace in our world, and that you will return safely in the new year with a renewed dedication to achieve the education we so freely are offered. Best wishes for us. Merry Christmas and Happy 1984. Thank you.
our program. This assembly contains fond memories of our years together. This is the time of year when we reminisce and grow closer, and our memories will soon be apart. The senior day 4 hope you enjoy our program. Class of 84. This means more to me, more than I can say, just to be able to tell you all before we're on our way. These last few years have meant a lot. It's also been so much fun. We've all grown so close together in everything we've done. Although we've shared some bad times, we've also shared some good. I always want to think we've done the best we could. I want to thank you all for the special times we've shared and all the times you've showed me that you've really always cared. After we're all gone from school, and it's not the way it was before, I hope we can stay close to each other and remember our class of 84. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I hope you always remember the special times we shared, special tears we shed at Whitesboro High. Our memories and accomplishments will linger on forever. In the year of 1972, Miss Dinner, Miss Hayes, and Miss Brown were privileged to have 65 bubbly first graders. They were divided into 1A, 1B, and 1C. Their names were Tony Calle, Grant Carney, Derek Cover, Kenny Foster, Richard Higgins, Laney Joe, Matt Matthews, Craig Williams, Sam Dillon, Thomas Cringer, Sandy Dean, Linda Ballard, Debbie Camp, Cynthia Cunningham, Jane Evans, Shelley Fulmer, Gina Garvin, Rhonda Green, Steve Palco, Karen Kingston, Sherry Priniger, Tammy Sims, Sharon Skinner, Barbara Terry, Sheila Backer, Gregory Brinley, Scooter Clark, David Henry, Oscar Henry, Chris Huff, Kevin Lawler, Charlie Luther, Joe Pippin, Greg White, Patty Blazek, Leslie Cole, Kimberly Denny, Penny Howell, Kathy Kemp, Laurie Lovejoy, Diana Rich, Donna Sher, Kate Disney, Darren Bevel, Kenny Collins, Thomas Gibson, Keith Kimmel, Bill Clay, Casey McCorkle, Dennis Sanders, James Newman, Daniel Skaggs, Craig Long, Kay Brown, Leanne Chisholm, Shanna Denton, Donna Fletcher, Karen Freeman, Lisa Hornbuckle, Stephanie Roberts, Sonny Tollison, Robin Trueblood, Willa Berto, and Deanna Harrison. During this first grade year, we learned some things that would be useful throughout our lives. We learned to read difficult sentences such as C tilt run and Jane plays ball. Miss Brown's class had voice lessons every day, and Miss Hayes' class learned how to watch plants grow. Recess was the highlight of our day. Before we left each day, the teacher would always remind us to bring a dime for milkman. Dennis got his only spanking because he kicked Phyllis Clay in the stomach. In the second grade, Jody Price, Marilyn Newman, and Karen Atkins' father joined our class. Rhonda Green left during first and came back during second. This was an exciting year because at midterm, we moved into a brand new building. We loved to play in the kivas, especially when we were supposed to be reading. We enjoyed this new building. We could see from room to room. This was the year we learned to write in cursive. At least some of us did. Oh, and remember the book room? Hey, Tim, how many times did you say you visited the good friends?
Third grade was a big step for us. We were upstairs. 3C planted a tree and received a letter of recognition from President Ford. We had an exciting Halloween party, Christmas party, and Easter egg hunt. We read SRAs and hated them. Dennis Sanders broke up with Doris Fletcher because his mother told him that if he married her, she could only cook beans. Dennis hated beans. Laura cheated on the multiplication test. Can you believe it? Christy Berkshire, Sherry Russell, Darrell Watson, and David Johnson joined our class. Sherry left and came back again before the year was out. In the 4th grade, Nanette Chris and Kayla Bowling joined our class. We were all a year older, but never thought we would see the day of graduation. As the year progressed, we learned many things. We had so many multiplication tests, one could not count them. Each day was filled with excitement. For instance, one day, Shelley Former wore a brand new pair of tuskins and a red cowboy vest to school. Miss Poppet told the class never to interrupt during reading groups. Shelley had to badly go to the bathroom. But she remembered the rule, never to interrupt Miss Pop in reading groups. Shelley felt something wet in her chair and asked Dee for a Kleenex. Poor Shelley. Even though she had an accident, she did obey the rule. Cynthia was a thief. She stole a piece of gum from Miss Pop's desk while the rest of the class was on recess. And clumsy Gina fell down the stairs. Miss Landers' class has got to go on field trips.
Boy, was 5th grade an exciting year. We were the oldest kids in the school. Mrs. Underwood and Mrs. Pike's classes got to chew gum while Mrs. Green did not. Everybody thought Mr. Belcher had an automatic spanking machine. The teachers read books to us each day after lunch. We had a dental care week, and Shelley Palmer and David Johnson broke up after 3 years. Lori went with David for one day, but broke up with him because he said a curse word. We were tutors for the 2nd graders. Sherry Russell and Nanette Chris could not handle our class anymore, so they left. The 6th grade was a big change. We moved from room to room for each subject. The first day of junior high was horrifying. We were all scared to death. In the 6th grade, we all had PE and health. We got to attend pep rallies, but never won the spirit jug. After we got used to changing rooms, we loved junior high. It seemed that most girls had a different boyfriend every day, especially Shelley Former. Gina and Christy, do you remember the hyperventilating trick? One day, when Gina was going with David Johnson, Cynthia caught them behind Gina's playhouse. Gina was telling David that she couldn't do something, and David was telling her she could. She finally gave in and kissed him. She started yelling, "I did it! I did it!" And Cynthia said, "You sure did." David turned red and quickly rode his bicycle home. During the 6th grade, Connie Tischler, Wilma Caswell, Janice Bussey, David Johnson, Randy Jack, and Jesse Sermons came, and Gina Garvin left.
In the 7th grade, we had a choice of being in athletics or PE. The 7th grade girls basketball team kept Coach Westbrook on edge, trying to make sure there were only 5 players on the floor. She really had to keep an eye on Cynthia. This year, 3 cheerleaders were chosen from our class. We had some representation now. For some reason, no one liked David Johnson. Was it because he wore grease on his hair? Donna Sher's first love broke her heart, and she cried for 2 solid days. She never thought she'd find another as good as Brett Combs. Tammy Sims and Dennis Sanders were fighting to see who would have the highest grades. Some of us called Dennis Denise and got in trouble for it. 7th grade was a busy year for all of us. Orville Smith, Butch Morgan, Terry Ring, and LeMay Hayes became a part of the class this year. LeMay Hayes left before the year was out, along with Jesse Sermon and Rhonda Green. Sherry Russell came back. 8th grade was a blast. We were the oldest students in junior high, and boy, did we ever know it. The band got a new band director. Jody Price, do you remember how you used to brag about how dark you were? Remember Career Ed and Miss Hoover? That class was a trip. Oh, and remember those tiring journals? Through all those struggles, we finally had a graduation. Dennis was valedictorian and Teddy was salutatorian. We were the last 8th grade class to have a graduation. We had already begun worrying about high school and what the seniors would do to us. We heard that they would put girls on top of lockers when they had a dress on and flush freshman boys' heads down the commode. During our 8th grade year, Steve Dobson and Michelle Nichols joined our class. Rhonda Green came back again, and Sherry Russell left again. Michelle, why was it that nobody liked you when you moved here? Was it because you wore Dallas jeans and polka-dotted pantyhose?
During our freshman year, we had Rand Sullivan, Steve Eddings, and Mark Wilkins. This was a very exciting year. All those bad things we dreamed would happen to us were not all that bad. But we did have several interesting initiations. Do the little freshman dogs remember band initiation? This was the first year that the basketball girls went to regionals. This was the first year to have freshman JV cheerleaders, and we got another new band director. Donna and Karen Ann wore matching clothes all the time. One night, Karen Ann and Christy was supposed to be at Michelle's party, but instead, they went riding around with Perry Stewart. Karen Ann's mom came by the party, and boy, was Karen Ann in trouble. Looking back on the 9th grade year, we see that many of us grew up. However, others did not. Does that mean you, Casey? In the 10th grade, we were still underclassmen, but we were moving up in the world. At one point in the year, we were afraid we were going to get washed away in the big flood. Making it through the flood was about as hard as making it through geometry and American history. We had our big magazine sales with Michelle being the highest salesperson. She won a huge Hershey's candy bar. The only thing was she was allergic to chocolate. Donna Shears found out that she had not lost her only true love. That year, she found Johnny Broyles. Shauna Higgins joined our class, and Jim Garvin came back. Our sophomore year was an enjoyable one. However, we were all looking forward to our junior year.
Our 11th grade year was a busy one. We increased by 3. Susan Gardner, Lisa Herrero, and Lisa Winner. We finally became upperclassmen. We excitedly ordered senior rings and wondered if we would ever receive them. It was our first time to have a taste of TR's English class. Shelley Fulmer really got a good taste of her class. Shelley, do you remember when you tried to use your brother's theme over the book When the Legends Die for your own? It didn't work, did it? The band got another band director. We had a wonderful junior-senior banquet. We all worked diligently to get the job done. Even though Miss Walsh's wall of ivy didn't look so hot, TR, Donna, Michelle, Laurie, Darla, and Cynthia really worked hard to make the banquet look great. We had an exciting junior trip planned. However, the weather quickly changed those plans. We went to Prestonwood Mall and ate at Crystal's afterwards. We did finally receive our senior rings and were ready to be seniors. So much of our senior year seemed like a dream. It wasn't long after school began that we were ordering caps and gowns, choosing class colors, song, flower, and motto. We had an exciting and enjoyable Christmas play. How can we ever forget Rhonda's cigar and Janice's pigtails and dirty face? Some of us were very proud to make it through government. Others were pleased to make it through the first semester of TR's advanced English class and computer science. We are proud you hung in there, Donna. The varsity basketball girls unexpectedly played in a couple of playoff games. Cynthia was run over by our own football team. Cynthia, don't you know you're not supposed to stand directly in front of the run-through sign? We had a womanless wedding for the CTA scholarship. Coach Knowles was the ugliest woman I've ever seen. Arnold takes Rhonda around Whitesboro. The band went to Houston for their trip. There they competed and received 3-1 and were named best in class. CDAE went to San Antonio to compete in the state contest. Oh, I almost forgot. Who was it that hit the driver's ed car? It couldn't have been our senior sponsors. Could it be ours? Daryl Ashman, Lydia Audrey, Raphael Etigarni, Mike Rivette, Lene Hayes, and Kevin Walton joined our class. There were many exciting activities that happened throughout the year, and many of us participated in most of them. It seems that the many struggles we've had as a class have made our love stronger for one another. This history of our class represents only the beginning of the many memories we can recall. I hope, class of '84, that this history will remind you of the good times that we've shared together.
Hereby declare this to be our last will and testament. Daryl Ackerman wills his ability to stay in high school 5 years to Dale Garrett. Chip Acker wills the front bench at lunch to Tito Whitney and Britt Eldridge. Lydia Autry leaves Tina Dimmoth her ability to stay cool, calm, and collected under most situations, and Donald Fletcher's missed boyfriend, Sally Quigley. Linda Ballard wills her unusual weekends to Helen Price so she can talk about them on Monday. Sandy Bean leaves Helen Price her sewing machine and homemaking. Kayla Bowling wills her ability to graduate at midterm to Jody Chisholm. Christy Berkshire leaves Denise Garrison her ability to control her temper, and to John Thomas and Ronnie Wells, she leaves the ability to live it up their last year. Wilma Caswell leaves her cleaning ability to Son Lucky Jr. Leslie Cole leaves her locker to Danny Phelps and Robert Haynes, whoever signs first. To Brenda Brown, she wills the lunchroom table, and to Andy Boyd, many more good memories of speech meetings. And Annette Chris is taking everything with her because she needs all the help she can get.
Cynthia Cunningham wills Robbie Dixon the ability to be happy with one girl. Neil Dixon and Shelley Fuller donate their position on the varsity basketball bench to any future player who wants it. Steve Dobson is leaving 3 batting gloves to Grady Chambers and to Greg Hickman his punting skills. Steve Eddings is leaving Captain Patterson the ability to get to Burke's class on time. Charlotte Fletcher leads Sally Quigley and Tina Demas the ability to put up with marching season and the percussion section just one more year. She also leaves Brenda Brown her place at the lunchroom table, and all of her government notes to John Thomas and Alan Garner. Good luck. Susan Gardner leads the junior girls in FHA, her shadow that follows Miss Landers around and knows everything that happens in FHA and her classes. Gina Garvin wills Kim Winchester the ability to walk standing up straight. Also to Kim, all their dreams in Coach Barker's class. Gina Garvin, Diana Ridge, and Janice Ragsdale lead Peyton Patchett a McCall's pattern for a prom dress. Mikey Grabed will Dallas shares his harem of Sherry Chambers, Christy Smith, and Dory Brodeen, and Stacey Britton. Also, his ability to stay in his chair in Plan A. Ron DeGrace